Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My beloved brothers and sisters, let me begin with a question that may touch the deepest part of your heart. Have you ever wondered why some people walk through life as if doors open for them effortlessly, while others work endlessly, struggle endlessly, and still feel stuck? Have you ever felt like your rizq is blocked, your heart is heavy, your path is foggy, even though you're trying, praying, and pushing forward? What if I told you that a short surah you already know, a surah you recite quickly without reflection, contains a spiritual formula that can transform your rizq, your heart, and your destiny? If you only understood what Allah placed inside it. Most Muslims memorize it in childhood. Most recite it in prayer without thinking. Most overlook it because it is short. But inside this short surah lies a divine law, a law that governs barakah, ease, hardship, doors opening, and hearts awakening. Tonight, we uncover that law. And before we go deeper, my dear brothers and sisters, if you're hearing these words right now, it's not random. Allah may be guiding you to something your heart has been missing. Now, let's begin the journey. The surah I'm speaking about is Surah Al-Layl, the surah of the night. A surah so short, yet carrying a spiritual blueprint so powerful that if you internalize it, your relationship with rizq, struggle, and spiritual growth will never look the same again. Because Allah, in His infinite wisdom, does not begin a surah with 3 divine oaths unless what follows is profound. This is not a surah about quick blessings or instant wealth. It's about understanding the rhythm of life, the nature of divine assistance, and the state of your heart. When Allah lays down a formula in this surah, He is not merely advising, He is revealing a truth of the universe. And most people never notice. My beloved brothers and sisters, do you know why most people overlook Surah Al-Layl? Because it is short, because it seems simple, because we assume its meaning is basic. But the Qur'an is not measured by length. It is measured by light, weight, and divine precision. Inside this short surah lies a law of rizq, a law of ease, a law of hardship, a law of spiritual alignment, and a law of the heart. Most people live their lives chasing rizq without understanding the spiritual rules that govern it. And so they work endlessly but feel empty. They earn but see no barakah. They strive but feel stuck. Because the heart behind the effort determines the result of the effort. And Surah Al-Layl teaches that truth better than almost any other short surah. Allah begins the surah with 3 divine oaths. By the night as it envelops, and by the day as it appears, and by He who created the male and female. These are not poetic introductions. These are deliberate, weighty openings, meant to awaken your heart before Allah reveals a spiritual law. Why the night? Because the night represents the unseen, the blessings being prepared silently, the mercy descending quietly, the help written for you long before you see it. Most of your rizq begins in the unseen. The opportunities that change your life begin silently, before you ever see their signs. Why the day? Because the day exposes what the night concealed. The efforts you made quietly, the du'as you whispered alone in your room, the charity you gave with sincerity, the tears that rolled down your face during sujood. The day is when Allah shows you the fruits of what He was preparing behind the scenes. What the night hides, the day reveals. Why male and female? Pairs, opposites, balance. Allah is reminding you that creation itself moves in pairs. Light and darkness, ease and hardship, gain and loss, opening and closing. Your rizq follows the same rhythm. It is not chaos. It is not random. It is not unfair. It is balanced, timed and measured by the one who created the universe in pairs. And then Allah says, indeed your efforts are diverse, meaning people walk different paths. And these paths lead to different destinies. What determines which path you walk? Not talent, not education, not privilege, but something far deeper. And Allah reveals it in the next verses. Now, Allah reveals the blueprint. 1. Giving. As for the one who gives, not the wealthy, not the powerful, not the privileged, Allah begins with giving, because giving is not about money. It is about trust, heart, sincerity and intention. Giving proves. You trust Allah more than your wealth. You know He is the provider. When you give, you unlock doors. But giving alone does not complete the formula. 2, taqwa, and has taqwa. Taqwa means you remember Allah before choices. You choose halal even when haram is tempting. You pause before sin. You restrain your desires. Taqwa is the spiritual protection around your rizq. It keeps your blessings clean, pure and long-lasting. A person with taqwa may have little but their heart is full. A person without taqwa may have millions but their life feels empty. 3, trust in Allah's reward and believes in the best reward. This is the heart of the formula. You expect good from Allah. You believe He will replace what you give. You believe He will open the right doors. You believe His promise is real. This is not blind optimism. This is Iman. And when these 3 qualities come together, giving, taqwa, trust, Allah promises something extraordinary. We will ease him toward ease. Not he will find ease. Not life will get easier. Allah says, we will ease him. Meaning, Allah guides your decisions. Allah removes obstacles. Allah sends the right opportunities. Allah protects you from harm. Allah makes your path smooth. This is divinely assisted success, the opposite path. Then Allah describes the opposite. But as for the one who withholds, the one who fears losing, the one who clings to dunya, the one whose heart is tight and thinks himself self-sufficient, he sees himself as the source of success. He trusts his job, not Allah. His planning, not Allah. His effort, not Allah. And denies goodness. He doubts that Allah will replace what he gives. He doubts barakah. He doubts Allah's promises. Then Allah says, we will ease him toward hardship. Meaning, wrong decisions become easy. Sin becomes easy. Wasting life becomes easy. Losing barakah becomes easy. Stress becomes easy. Doors closing becomes easy. Regret becomes easy. Not to punish him, but because he chose the path that leads there. Some people work endlessly but gain nothing. Some people have wealth but live without peace. Some people succeed publicly but suffer privately. Success without Allah is a burden. Success with Allah is ease. My beloved brothers and sisters, if this surah is opening your heart, take a moment to subscribe so these reminders continue to reach you and guide you. Surah Al-Layl isn't only about rizq, it is about the heart, the engine of your destiny. 1. It replaces fear with trust. Fear suffocates the heart. Trust liberates it. When you trust Allah with your rizq, your anxiety decreases. Your certainty increases. Your heart becomes light. 2. It softens the heart. Giving softens the heart. Taqwa cleans the heart. Trust opens the heart. A soft heart receives blessings. A hardened heart blocks them. 3. It aligns you with divine timing. When your heart is aligned with Allah, the right things happen at the right time, in the right way, with the right people. Barakah isn't speed, it's alignment. Now, how do you bring the barakah of this surah into your life? Here are the steps. 1. Reflect on it at night. Not quickly. Not as a routine, but as a conversation with Allah. The night carries secrets. The heart is softer. The dua is deeper. 2. Identify where you block barakah. Ask, where am I withholding? Where am I choosing dunya over Allah? Where am I ignoring taqwa? Where am I trusting myself more than my creator? 3. Start with a small act of giving. It can be a charity, a smile, a meal, a dua for someone else, a good deed for your parents. Giving creates openings. 4. Strengthen your taqwa. Small acts. Avoid one sin today. Delay one desire for Allah's sake. Pray 2 rak'at for guidance. The heart transforms slowly but permanently. 5. Trust Allah's promise fully. Whatever Allah takes, He replaces. Whatever He delays, He prepares. Whatever He withholds, He protects. Whatever He gives, He blesses. Trust transforms faith. Now raise your hands or raise your heart and let us make a dua together. Ya Allah, O most generous, O turner of hearts, O opener of all doors, purify our hearts from greed, fear, doubt and attachment. Make us of those who give sincerely, who live with taqwa.